How was your Thanksgiving? Let me know in the comments. Hope you guys are having a fantastic Monday. I'm a little exhausted from the weekend, but still going to show up today and deliver you guys some value. We're talking about how to get back on track after Thanksgiving. I think a lot of people struggle with mindset as far as like, yo, I ate a lot. Like, should I punish myself? Do I need to do a ton of cardio? Like, I don't know. Like, in full transparency, like it's something that I struggled with for a very long time, and there has to be people out there that need to hear this information. So thought it was really beneficial. We'll give you can't speak. Didn't have much caffeine today. Sometimes, like if I don't have enough caffeine, I have trouble forming sentences, as you could tell. Yep, need that. You know the vibes. Marie, what's going on? Hope you guys are having an amazing day. Yeah, because truthfully, when it comes to like holidays and all that stuff, it's mostly mindset and also just like a couple tweaks on that too. So we're going to cover that in today's episode in 3, 2, and 1. What is going on, fam? Welcome back to another episode of the Shift Your Mind, Change Your Life podcast. This is your boy, Coach Al. Let's get it. In today's episode, we're talking about how to get back on track after Thanksgiving, or really just holidays in general. You know, I think a lot of people, myself included, in the past, usually struggle with staying on track during the holidays, you know, like coming into it with the right mindset. And that's what we're breaking down in today's episode, is giving you guys actionable information and feedback to apply into your lifestyle. So one, you could not only continuously enjoy the holidays, but two, not feel guilty about the food that you're eating and still see results in your fitness journey, in your life. This is what we're talking about. So to break that down, give you some more context on where I was when I started. So I started my fitness journey back in 2012. So it's about 10 years now. It's a long time. And throughout those 10 years, I've pretty much made every single mistake you could possibly imagine. Between starting myself, doing tons of cardio, crazy restriction, fad diets, not properly strength training, not knowing recovery, not tracking weights, the list goes on and on. So if you guys could really listen to what we're talking about in today's episode and take that information and apply it to your life, I think it's going to make a tremendous difference with your physique, with your mindset, and overall just your quality of living. Okay. So that's the thing. I really didn't understand much. And like, let me know if you guys could resonate with this, but I would fall off track for maybe a couple days. And then I would think, oh, well, that erased my progress, right? And the reality of the situation is that it doesn't do that. Now, I think in all honesty, we could all admit that we probably fell off a little bit this week, right? And the live video paused over here on Instagram. I don't know why that is. Well, let's try and get this going again, because entrepreneurs solve problems. So let me figure this out. Give me 1 second. I don't know what happened with that, but it doesn't matter. We solve problems. What's up, TikTok? Hope you guys had a amazing Thanksgiving. Favorite artist at the moment? Probably Drake. Why do I feel like you're not as wholesome as you seem? That is false, Ella. I am X anybody in my life. Difference between Iron Man and Iron Woman? I didn't think there was an Iron Woman. All right, let me get this back up here. I don't know what happened there, but that was a little frustrating. So for those who don't know, I am simultaneously recording this audio into my podcast, which you can find in the link in my bio. But the Instagram live stream decided to crap out on me for some reason. So I'm going to put that back over here. I don't know what happened with that one. That was crazy. So I want to continue today's episode because your boy has still got to train because I decided to work all day instead. All right. So I got sidetracked for a minute because the live on Instagram stopped, but we're back. So let's continue this episode. I think that we could all agree that we probably had a little bit more food than we would have liked to this week with Thanksgiving, but that's okay. And I want you guys to just really sit in that for a moment. It's okay. You're not supposed to be 100% of the time. Like logically, realistically, it's not sustainable. But the other side of it too is you can't really expect extreme results if you're not consistent as well. So it's like a very fine line between enjoying yourself and continuously seeing results in your journey. Now, if you're in my program and you're one of my clients, then you know exactly what you need to be doing every single day. You know your macros, you know your training, your reps, your rest times, questions are always answered. You have the support in the community. You have everything that you need, and that's the thing, is that when you understand exactly what you should be doing and what you shouldn't be, and you have the right perspective on it, and you continuously execute day after day, then it becomes habit, habitual, however you want to say it. And if we can get those habits to become something cemented into your lifestyle, then it becomes second nature. You don't think twice about it, right? And that's really the goal. And I think I said this before too, but one bad day doesn't erase your progress. I'm going to say that again. One bad day does not erase your progress. I feel like I always say this on this podcast, but it's what you do every single day that's going to compound over time. And if we continuously execute in the right direction, then obviously we're going to stay on track. Now, this episode is more tactical, and I'm going to be giving you guys 3 tips here in just a second on how to bounce back, how to stay in the right mindset to enjoy your holidays and see results in your journey. Now, I think the first tip that really stands out to me, number 1, is to not be so hard on yourself. Sit in that for a moment. I think with holidays like Thanksgiving that just passed this week and maybe Christmas coming up, it's very easy to maybe indulge a little bit more than we should and then beat ourselves up for that. When realistically, like, we're human beings that enjoy the company of other people with our family and friends, and we should be allowed to enjoy ourselves and not really feel guilty about it, right? But it's knowing when to draw the line in the sand and maybe not have that extra piece of cake, maybe not sit around for a week and complain about it, or just take your foot off the gas completely and just stop working out, because obviously that's not going to serve you. So it's making sure that you are continuously drawing the line and staying in the right frame of mind, right? Because do you really think that punishing yourself with tons of cardio and a lot of restrictions is the answer to your problems long term? Obviously not. Maybe in the short term, you'll lose a few pounds, and that's cool, and you might get excited. But I always like to think that fitness is a lifestyle, because in order for it to become something sustainable, I think that's how you have to look at it, is something that is integrated into the decisions that you make every single day, right? And adhering to crazy restrictions and doing tons of cardio is a recipe for burnout, because I've done that myself. I think I mentioned that earlier before as we started this as well. I used to be the guy that would literally do no carbs and hours of cardio every single day, 6-7 days a week. I didn't know what rest days were. I didn't know fucking anything, and like, I want you guys to really understand that. It's like, everyone starts somewhere, right? And the only way that you could possibly fail is if you give up. Coming from a guy that literally only did cardio, didn't eat carbs because I was scared of it, lost 60 pounds, and then gained it all back. Then lost 40 pounds, gained it back again, lost it again. You get the point. I've been up and down. And I truthfully believe, like, everyone understands, hey, maybe that I need to eat a little bit better. Maybe I need to move better, right? But ultimately, it's your perspective and mindset on that that's going to carry you long term. So if we're able to work on that and move it in the right direction, then you will be okay. And you have to understand that it is a skill set, something that can be improved upon. It can be worked on. It's not fixed. It's not something that is set in stone. And that's why I really believe in coaching, in mentorship, in therapists, in just communicating with where you're at, right? Because, like, if you are too stubborn and reluctant to maybe accept that you should and probably maybe need to do things differently, then that's the exact mindset that's going to hold you back from getting the things that you want. I say that with conviction because I was in that mindset for a very long time. So hear me when I say from experience that in order to get what you want, you need to do something you've never done before. Does that make sense? What do you guys think of that? And I'm looking dusty with this lighting, but whatever, man. TikTok, do you guys have any comments to say on what we're talking about here? We're talking about staying on track, getting back on track after Thanksgiving, navigating the holidays. Usually the TikTok lives are a lot more engaging. You usually have hundreds of people on here and tons of likes. I don't know why it's not working. But I'm just going to continue delivering the value, because this is what we do here. What we do here as an online fitness coaching company is continuously help people level up in all aspects every single day. I had an amazing call from my client today. That was super cool. Maddie, laugh my ass off. Yeah, I think it's funny. There's usually a lot of people here, but tonight it's a little quiet. But what are we gonna do? Doesn't matter, because you know what? You could always catch these audio only replays in the link in my bio, or if you go on Spotify and you type in SV Fitness podcast, you go on Spotify, you can find it there. It's called Shift Your Mind, Change Your Life, because that's what I believe in. I believe if we're able to shift your mindset and perspective and beliefs on certain things, then you will change your life. That is what it is. Man, I can't wait to train today. Not really. I'm actually really tired and I don't feel like doing it. It's funny because people think, oh, you're a fitness coach, you must love to train. And I do. But there's some days I really don't feel like it. And today's one of those days. Didn't really sleep good this weekend. And I worked all day. And I'm a little burnt out. But I'm going to make it happen. Did I go to the weekend concert? I did not. Mini Me, thank you for the follow. Def has a little sugar in his tank. I don't know what that means. You guys are funny. Damn, there's no mother truckers here on IG. Is my engagement being suppressed today? Do I have to DM the Facebook gods? Is that what it is? He talks a lot. Yo, I'm recording a podcast. What am I supposed to do? Stare at you guys? I'm purposely talking. I do talk a lot. I like to communicate. That's what it is. Kim, what's good? All right, let's keep this rolling. So we're giving you guys 3 tips on how to get back on track after Thanksgiving, after the holidays, and giving you the right mindset shifts that you need to navigate the holidays, okay? And the second point to that, number 2, is to lower your portion sizes at your meals for the next week. Simple. It's simple. Literally just eat a little bit less food at each meal. What that's going to do is make sure that you're maintaining a calorie deficit. And then if you continue to move on top of that, then you will be able to burn the calories, the extra ones that you might have consumed during Thanksgiving. Now, this isn't something that you need to stick to for months and months on end, but it's something, a practice that I work on as well to make sure I'm not really feeling too guilty about it. And I agree, Kat, that you should eat what you want, but I wouldn't say however much, unless you want to be out of shape. If you want to be out of shape, then disregard this. If you want to stay in shape and you want to look nice and feel confident and fit in your clothes, then this message is for you. Okay. Last point here, number 3. I agree. Food shouldn't cause guilt. And that's not what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about practices to stay on track with your goals and progress while enjoying yourself, because that's what I do. So I'm giving my experience on that. And the last point, number 3, is to increase your step count. Simply going for a walk after a meal. And I want to make this very clear, is not punishing yourself with tons of cardio or adding workouts or all these things. Like, then it becomes overwhelming. And that's not the message that I'm trying to communicate in today's episode. All I'm saying, very simply, if you feel a certain way about it, literally just going for more walks and dialing back the portion sizes a little bit and working on your mindset with not punishing yourself, those 3 things practiced over time will allow you to not only enjoy the holidays, but also not feel as guilty about it. But if we're sitting in the mindset of blaming the circumstances and bitching about it and not doing anything, then obviously that's exactly what you're going to get. So to recap today's episode, when it comes to getting back on track, it's executing on those small details, doing the things that you don't want to do every single day. And it's funny because I feel like I say that on every single episode. It's the foundational principle of doing the things that you don't want to do every single day and making those subtle tweaks that will add up over time is going to allow you to continuously see progress. Yes, it's hard, but honestly, hating the way that you look and feel every single day, I think, is more challenging, right? So that is the goal. So just to recap again, 3 steps to staying on track. Number 1, stop being so hard on yourself. Number 2, lower portion sizes for the next week. And number 3, increase the step count. Now, as we wrap this episode up, guys, I want to be fully transparent and say that I don't really love giving just straightforward tactical information. I do really love communicating mindset and that sort of stuff. But at the same time, I also think that these are valuable as well. So if my energy seems low, did not sleep great this weekend, but I'm staying integral to my word of doing 5 episodes a week. So that's all I have for today. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Peace, love, and protein. Thank you for listening. Have the best day of your entire lives. Let's get it. I'm just here to make sure my girl ain't Angela. That is funny. You just said it's not about feeling guilty. Yeah, I don't want you to feel guilty. That's the goal. I don't know what you're Kat, I don't know what you're talking about. Which Jesus Christ loves you. I love it. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. But yeah, that's all I had, and I have to bounce. It is getting late. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I hope you have the best day ever, and that was helpful. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace. Have a great night. Thank you guys for tuning in. You can catch the replay in the link in my bio. Have the best night. Talk to me. Peace.